just not look the way how it was before. You welcome back. The welcome back is all from me to you. Thank you for returning. Unbelievable. That game was wild. That game was wild. All these games, we were 3 for 3 on insanity. Yeah. McCaffrey versus Barkley. Well, Trent Williams in, Lane Johnson out. Three straight comebacks in the playoffs. How did the Rams, Bills, and Bears play the Ravens on the same postseason weekend? That's actually a really funny comment. Tush pushes equals Superman. I guess so. Defense carried. Do you see what these people say, man? People's comments, man. People are saying the Jags were frauds. They weren't frauds. They played great. They were as advertised. You just got Josh Allen. It happens. I got 17 viewers in right now. Josh Allen, J17. It's the same in the NBA. Dudes will say anything. It's just sports, man. People just be saying things to be saying things. Hey, Seahawks are still just chilling right now. They're resting up while everyone else is beating everyone up. My analysis here is simple. I believe our team is the better team, but that doesn't mean that they will play like it. It means that if both teams play their best, then I believe it's the Birds game. I agree with that. But if you had to guess who was more likely to play their best game, it's hard to say the Eagles because I don't know if we've seen them play their best once all season long, start to finish. Wow. Whew. I'm streaming the Chargers game as well. We're doing it all, baby. We got the Eagles now, 49ers. Then we got the Chargers, Patriots. I did not. I can believe Josh got it done. I can't believe the Bills didn't blow it for them, for Josh. I made my food. I'm not going to be able to eat it. I was like, at first, I was like, oh, I'll be able to finish the game. I'll make a video, then I'll run down. That's why I made it last night. And I froze it, and I could just microwave it. I'm ready to go. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't know, Dev. I can't, I'd have to think about it. Luxury item that is a total scam. I don't know. I feel like any luxury item that I think of, it's like it's a necessity. Yeah, Bills defense surprised me that game. Better than I expected. I don't know if we can say the Bills defense was better than expected. Like, I don't know. They were given a gift by they were given two gifts. An interception, bad decision by Trevor, and a missed field goal by their kicker who can kick from 90 yards out. That's points right there. And Liam Cohen decided to go for it on 4th down, and he shouldn't have. That's a field goal right there. They left 6 points on the board. That's the game right there. Wow. All right. Can my broadcast kick in already? Whew. Now we got the Eagles 49ers game. Oh my God. Goodness gracious. To be fair, my expectations were very low. That's fair. That's fair. Easily the best NFL games we've seen since last night. I agree with that. It's true. It was easily the best Sunday game played today, for sure. Unbelievable. Anything is possible. This is what What's-His-Face said. He's probably already here. I watched that whole game. Trevor Lawrence outplayed Josh Allen, and the Jags defense let Trevor Lawrence down. If the delusional Josh Allen fanboys believe Josh Allen won this game, then you should understand why we always mention GOAT Mahomes. Who do you guys think said that comment? Yep, you guys know the answer. Josh Allen did win it today. Julian, my Wi-Fi went out, so I didn't get to see the stream of the Bills Jags at the end. What were my thoughts? My thoughts were insanity. That Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL. That's what my thoughts were. I'm still trying to settle down from that game. It's very fair, actually. Yes, that being said, is Hurts the type that kind of needs the pressure to get truly fired up? That may or may not be. Hurts is someone that, he needs his team to also answer the call, Because that is the one limitation of Jalen Hurts. He's not as big and strong as a Josh Allen. So there's not, someone like him can only be like, I'll do it myself. It makes me think of Thanos at the end of that one movie. I don't remember which movie, where he's like on the moon or something, and he's like, I'll do it myself. It's like the first time that you really like see Thanos. And like the only time that you can ever, when you're a smaller quarterback, those opportunities are just going to be naturally limited. You can only do so much. And that is a big advantage that really Josh Allen has over any of these quarterbacks. Think of the pounding that Josh Allen took in this game. He had a messed up knee, a messed up hand. And that's the thing. The Matthew Stafford fans were like, he hurt his finger. And it was like, he hit his finger on some dude's forearm, man. His finger was fine. He broke a nail. Josh Allen was getting wrecked and lit up. Had to go to the blue tent, checked for a concussion. His neck got sat on. His head got twisted. His knee got shredded. His hand slammed into the helmet of a lineman. And he still did all of that? Crazy. I praise Justin Herbert for surviving with all of that. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm going to be making a more Jag-centered video tomorrow. That was a heartbreaker. I mean, that was Josh Allen, man. That's really what that came down to. But I will definitely be making a follow-up video. I just can't do it now because I have to live stream this game. I'm live streaming this game and the next one. No, we get Troy and Buck on Monday for the last Monday Night Football game, I assume. Yeah, if the Chargers win, then the Bills play the Patriots. Did the Eagles and the 49ers get in a scuffle pregame? Is that what they were showing us before? I'll show my nerd card. I believe at the end of Ultron. Great analogy. Thanos does really say that at the end. I mean, I'll do it myself. I assumed you'd know that answer. It's 35 miles per hour winds in Philly? Are you serious? The only people who doubt Josh Allen are the people that are it's the Mahomes fans, Lamar fans. It's the people that just want to hate. What is your take on rookie quarterbacks in first playoffs? We don't have any rookie quarterbacks in their playoffs right now. Or do you mean like a quarterback in their first ever playoff game? $35 miles per hour winds. That's like pretty strong. That's no joke. That's gonna legitimately affect this game here. That actually helps the 49ers. That's a big help to the 49ers. Because the Eagles want to be able to work AJ and Devontae. Nick's already salty because he was proven wrong about the Rams and the Panthers. He's proven wrong about Josh Allen and the Bills. If you could bring one 49er all-time great to join the team, of course, it's got to be the king. The number one wide receiver. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Nick literally said the Bucks were going to the Super Bowl and the Chiefs were going to the Super Bowl, and both teams missed the playoffs. You can't get any more wrong than that. Right, he said the Broncos were going to be in last place. I'll do it myself. That scene always made me laugh, though, because it made me feel like it was like Power Rangers. Dude, Nick Wright pretty much runs FS1. He's incredibly successful. And if and when Colin ever retires, it's, Nick takes over the mantle. Yeah, he's wrong a lot. Hello, Nathaniel. Well, that's what's crazy too. You can't act like you're the Stafford guy. Like, can't be like, oh, I'm the only one that believes in Stafford. It's like, what is that they're doing? What is that big thing? What is that big balloon? Look at Erin Andrews. What is she wearing? Look at that fur, whatever. I don't even know. What is that outfit? Erin Andrews, what you wearing right now? What is that? What is this broadcast right now? Oh, that was a flag? And then it was just jumped from something that was like this massive thing, and then you see Erin Andrews, and I'm like, what is happening? He didn't pick Buffalo. He picked the Jags. Tom Rinaldi. Why do they get multiple sideline people? Hello, Dime. How you doing? Hello, Travis. Yeah, definitely not good to have Lane Johnson out, Trent Williams in for the Eagles. Great for the 49ers. I kind of want that coat, though. I'll be honest with you. How cool would it be if I was just sitting here with the big coat and I'm like, "What's up, guys? How you doing?" like, I'm like, "How you doing?" Dime. The Commanders are annoying me so much. Who they now just hired to be the offensive coordinator? Do not get me started, but I am so irked by that decision. I do not know what the Washington Commanders are doing right now. Hey, if ESPN or FS1 or any of those places want to hire me, like, I won't say no. I'll say thank you so much. David Blau. Oh! Let's go, baby. I just don't get it. They fire Cliff Kingsbury and they hire Travis, a coach who's never been a coach before in his entire life. He has zero coaching experience, and he is now the offensive coordinator of Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. It's like, what are you doing? The crowd is rocking in Philadelphia. Brock Purdy, under center, man in motion, hand off to McCaffrey, who gets stuffed for a loss. That's the only way you could hire him. That's what I said last night. Unless he's an absolute super genius. He was 5 years in the NFL, practice squad. I just don't understand it. Wow. He got a touchdown. Oh my God. He's going. What is this tackling? Wow. 58. He lost his footing and then a missed tackle right off the bat, but all his momentum was going in the other direction. Wow. Two big stops on the run so far. Wow. Second and 10. Demarcus Robinson. Well, that's giving them a ton of confidence. Wow. That was a big catch by Christian McCaffrey. I thought it got tipped, and it did. It hit his, like, forearm. Got deflected. Where are they at now? They're at, like, the 4-yard line. Well, McCaffrey has already touched the ball 3 times in the first 3 minutes. He's on track for, like, 60 touches here. Second and goal at, like, the 3. Oh, God, I'm so tired. At the 2.5-yard line. That was quick. They didn't generate any pressure on Brock Purdy at all. Now this is going to be huge to see what the Eagles do on offense. Hey, Samuel. Thank you so much. There you go. Now it's 7-0, just like that. Although those are the scripted plays. That's where Kyle Shanahan is going to shine. Now it's going to be interesting to see what the Eagles do on their opening drive scripted plays. Fangio is not happy. What was he looking at? The replay? If the Eagles don't score, it's like if the Eagles now go 3 and out or something, it's about to get uncomfortable. I don't think anything about the Eagles. KJ, how'd you feel about that Josh Allen special? Thank you, Richardson. I appreciate it. Welcome from New Zealand. I'm jealous. I'll be here for the Chargers game. What time will it be in New Zealand for you? Okay. Oh, 2:15. That's not bad. That's a good time then. Well, what are they showing us? Yeah, to me, it's more about Fangio at this point too. If he can because he just got gashed, and now what's their answer defensively? You can't have a 3-and-out. Okay, you can't have that. That's for sure. I mean, the crowd was rocking. They were so excited, and now they're just completely taken out of this game. All right, got to the 36, 37. Jalen Hurts, the reigning Super Bowl MVP, postseason career at home, 5-0, 11 total touchdowns. Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Dickerson, Mailata. Who else do I see? Johnson, Steen. How do you answer Philadelphia Eagles? Good old 2-yard gain. It was better than a no-yard gain. Yeah, Josh Allen was efficient out of his mind. Second and 8. Oh, Saquon Barkley going. Oh. Well, that'll help you big time. Look at Jalen Hurts already down there with him. Wow. Oh, yeah. Well, when he has that room to run. Wow. Yeah, he bounced out. And Jalen Hurts is running side by side with him. That's how fast Jalen Hurts is. 1st and 10. Where are they at? Is someone hurt already? Johnson? Now Matt Pryor's in. Handoff, 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 handoff. Jalen was ready for that. Don't do that. That is not the Eagles. Well, they're in the red zone. They marched right down there, or they're right outside the red zone. A.J. Brown, look at that. Saquon touching the ball. A.J. Brown touching the ball. First and 10 at the 17. Keep by Jalen Hurts. Wow, nice little fake by Jalen on the RPO. It's 38 degrees right now and 25-mile-per-hour winds. Tank's not even in the game right now. Whoa! Devontae had to really work. They got a little trickery here, a little creativity, but didn't work out well. But that Devontae made it work. 3rd and 3. We're already in decision mode right now. Already in decision mode. 3rd and 3. Wow. That was a tough run. First down. There was nothing there. That was Saquon bouncing around. Oh, yeah. 1st and goal. That was a terrific run. Got another 3 yards, Saquon Barkley. 2nd and goal at the 7, the 6, the 5, the 6. Oh, yeah, they're at like the 4 or 3. Oh! Now he's at like the 1. Saquon has to work really hard for these runs, though. These are not easy. They're not doing the tush push here. Dallas got it for a touchdown! That is how you answer, Philadelphia Eagles. That is how you answer. 49ers said, we're going to score. Philadelphia Eagles said, we're going to score. Both scripted drives, money. That is smart. That is actually a creative run game there. Like Travis said, what more can you ask for? Wonderful job by KP and the Eagles offense. The best answer you can ask for. He just missed the extra point. Wow. How is that going to come back to haunt them? Game over. It's done. Eagles lose. The hand blocks in the end zone. 3 for 3 from your quarterback. First route they run. Too good, and then they miss the extra point. Then they miss the extra point. Now the defense needs to answer. 2020s Nate? I got to think about that, JCT. It does often matter, those missed extra points. Thank you, Julio. I appreciate it. Well, him missing is not good. Not good. Because there should be no reason for him to be missing things like this. So we will see what happens with an extra point. Oh, it's what happened. Yeah, it was perfect. He was complaining about something, Elliott, though. Like, he goes like this, and like, what was he, who was he talking to? What was he saying? Nah, there was a perfect hold. Sixth extra point missed in the postseason for him. Well, Elliott, just don't miss the rest of the game and you're good. Not much. Indeed, taken to the 26. All right, now I'm really interested to see what Fangio has in store. And Shanahan, listen, they were able to score so quickly. They still got their scripted plays in the bag. Christian McCaffrey with the handoff. He's fighting for those extra yards. Takes 4 yards. Second and 6. It's a game of adjustments. Second and third and 6. That was good defense by Mitchell. Yeah, I was more joking about the game of adjustments right now. Third and 6. This would be a big stop for the Philadelphia Eagles. To force a 3 and out after getting gashed on the first drive and answering with a touchdown. But he did not get that. That is short. There's no way they can go for this here. Yeah, there's no way. That was big. They're protecting him pretty good, though, Brock, so far. Now, no penalties. All right, taken to the 32. Okay. Now, back to commercial. People are think that I praise Josh Allen too much in my Buffalo Bills video. Who else is ready to listen to Ryan Clark still hate on Josh Allen? Tell me again how he's overrated. Haters gonna hate. We got a mix of the people who are supporting Josh Allen and who are mad. Chiefs fan, are you still in here right now, Chiefs fan? He gave a good comment. Anybody that was a Josh Allen hater has to turn in their card after today. Dude made the playoffs he had to and didn't make the mistakes. He made the plays he had to and didn't make the mistakes like Sunshine. One day these cute offensive coaches will learn to take the points. Josh better go all the way or he'll never hear the end of it. Josh is amazing, but I firmly believe it was a team effort. Great job, go Bills. Yes, finally, someone who sees things properly. Plus, Josh Allen played like an MVP quarterback. But yes, it takes a team. Jags fans are crying that the refs helped the Bills. When did the refs help the Bills? Why? Because he had a 7-yard tush push and a 30-plus yard throw. That was the reason they won the game with a guy in his lap. That throw was unbelievable. That was 40 yards in the air. All right, baby. Now let's see. Honestly, the Eagles just ran. And it worked because of Saquon. Not necessarily because of the O-line. Although the one big gash run. But now I'm curious. The refs were definitely the calls were definitely more in supportive of the Jags, without a doubt. Nick Sirianni. To think McDermott wanted to get rid of the tush push. Isn't that funny? He said it's too dangerous. And Josh Allen was so banged up. All right. Nick Sirianni. The Philadelphia Eagles at the 31. 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts under center. Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Devontae in motion. And another handoff. Taken about a yard. Saquon Barkley wanted a late hit. He looked right at the refs to be like, are you kidding me right now? How was the coaching on the Eagles drive? It was good. Chiefs fan, it was good. Exactly, Sarah. Is that how many tush pushes they did? 5, JCT? 2nd and 9. Got 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. Third and 7. Whoa. Look at that throw over the middle. That's the throw that Jalen Hurts can't make, remember? He's really bad at those throws in the middle of the field. Cooper. Great throw by Hurts. I agree, Tom Brady. Nice catch by AJ. Yeah. Nick and many say that Hurts can't throw over the middle. They be wrong. The wind is blowing. Eagles TP not as efficient without Kelsey, though. Well, their whole line in general has just been messed. Look how windy that is. American flag and the Eagles flag. What was that? Throwing a go ball to Goddard? At that point, Jalen, just use your legs, pick up the first down. Now what are they going to do? 4th and 2. They're going for it. That was a great tackle. He did not fall for it. 4th and 2. They have not been good on 4th down. That was just not good football. I don't know what that was. That had zero chance. At that point, just punt the ball. Now you're giving them a split field. Well, that's why I didn't like going deep on that on 2nd and 2, because then they could have just did 2 runs and got the first down. Like, just get the first down. Stop trying to be too cute or take shots. You haven't been good enough to do those things. Like, sometimes it's okay just to stick with the usual. I mean, if he picked that would have been an insane interception. Who did you want Jalen Hurts to throw the ball to? I should start taking notes. It's not a working pen. Eagles. He talked about the what's it called? He said the pick 6. We got JCT Brady. He should have punted. He should have punted. I like soccer. I don't watch it a ton. I'm not like anti-soccer. Football. Oh, tough sled in McCaffrey. I don't watch a lot of hockey. Again, I like hockey. It's just not something that I get the chance to watch a ton of. Fangio versus Shanahan. This is what me and Travis were talking about. Oh, incomplete. Cooper DeJean. Coop. Third and 9. No pressure on Purdy. Oh, he's flushed out of the pocket now. He's looking to make a run. Well, short. Another 3 and out. But what do they do here? Because they're in the middle of the field now. They're going to punt. Okay. Shanahan's not being aggressive at all. Well, it's 4th and 7. I thought it was a little bit closer than that. But where are they at now? They're at midfield, right? No, they're going for possession here. And a great spot. This is why the Eagles should have punted, because if they punted, pinned them back, forced a 3 and out, you could now be getting the ball back at the 50. Instead, you now have the ball at your own, 8. They're really showing us this punt in slow motion. I thought it was going to maybe almost be blocked. Now let's see what the Eagles can do offensively. Now that they're getting farther. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate it. All right. Philadelphia Eagles at their own 6. A.J. Brown, 7-8 yards. Oh, that was a terrible spot. Now it's taken us to the second quarter. I don't think Tom Brady's the worst commentator. I like Tom Brady. Well, bye, Dragon. I don't know. It's windy. Depends on how they want to work AJ. What type of throws they want to throw. I didn't think they were going to throw any deep balls like that, and then they just had Jalen Hurts throw it to Dallas Goedert into no man's land. $11 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. I like Greg Olsen a lot. Well, and that's why the Eagles going up against this defense, Stars, the Eagles got to put in work. Well, for the Chargers game, it'll be Collinsworth. Oh, man. You know who that reminds me of? Patrick Mahomes. I'm a very sarcastic person. No, Chargers play tonight. The Steelers and the Texans play tomorrow. Steelers beating the Texans would confused a lot of people. Oh, he's looking like Mahomes out there. This is the knock on Harbaugh. And now he's really showing who he is. That Bears game was crazy. That was quite spectacular. Yeah, on the West Coast, though, it's so early. It's 10 a.m. There's been a lot of chaos so far. Every game has had chaos. Oh, there you go. Saquon Barkley for the first down. And it makes all the more frustrating that on that, when the last drive when they went for it on fourth down, that they didn't just run. There's a lot of movement here. A lot of talking. The O-line, what is happening? Devontae Smith for the first down, 9 yards, 10 yards. Yeah, what was that chatter? Look at Jalen Hurts, pre-snap reads. Saquon Barkley now gets the first down. Wow. Wow, Jalen Hurts is really directing a lot here. And then just throws the ball away after all that. He's doing too much right now, man. Coach Patullo. It's weird to say it like that. Coach Patullo. That wasn't a bad throw by Hurts. He was just throwing it away at that point. Tank Bigsby is in. The tank. Devontae Smith met immediately. 3rd and 10 now. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing too much. Third and 10. You can hear the wind in the mic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the whole thing has been disjointed. False start. Look at the uprights. They are moving. Now it's 3rd and 15. I don't know why. This whole drive has looked really unsettled. And they're doing well running the ball, and now they're trapped in a 3rd and 15. Oh, he's gonna be short. It's gonna be 4th and 1. Oh my God. They're going for it. It's a great throw if you didn't keep moving backwards. This is big right now. They got it. Jalen Hurts looking like Josh Allen. Josh Allen looking like Jalen Hurts. Timeout? Timeout 49ers. This is messy. Everyone's moving around. You can't really hear the winds whipping around. Like, that had like horror movie vibes, honestly. It like you hear Hurts talking a lot. Kevin is kind of like, what's going on here? And Tom Brady's trying to make sense. You hear the wind whipping. No favorites. Just a big football fan. Hello, Grover. Come on over. Man, the Eagles are talking like crazy on offense. A good run for 4 yards. Saquon Barkley. What sports talk show? Oh, the blue tent blowing over. What sports talk show do you not like the most? I can't stand First Aid because they shout. Yeah, I don't like any of the shout shows. I agree. I like when things. It is so windy. The uprights look like they're literally about to fall down. Thank you, Silver. I appreciate it. We keep seeing trash blow in the air, too. Oh, Saquon Barkley. Oh, Saquon Barkley. Oh, he had one man to beat. Wow, he had one. He got his shoes tied in that one. That was a good little play, but Saquon still made that happen. Bad block. Oh, he had that. Look at Bigsby with 4 yards. He was one tackle from a house call. It is like, you always see them do that on the field. Tank Bigsby is 5'9" a carry right now. Second and 6. Thank you for watching, George. I appreciate it. Woo! Tank, baby! For the first down. That was some authority, Tank Bigsby. Double team block, and he says, let me go through it. I love how into it Saquon is, too. He's the ultimate team player. And now they're at 1st and 10 at the 18. Tank Bigsby taking it for 7. Tank is not a rookie, no. He just got picked up from the Jags. Wasn't he with the Jags? The Chargers and the Patriots Sunday Night Football game. I don't know. 2nd and 3rd. They have 88 yards. Just run the ball again. Keep running the ball. Oh, the Titans. You're right. The Titans. That's why. That was not the run call that I think you would have done. Now it's 3rd down, and they lost one there. What's it, like 3rd and 4? 3rd and 5. I got nothing on no one, George. 3rd and 5. Now, what are they going to do here? 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Fourth and 2 in the shotgun. What is about to happen here? Whoa! Dallas got her for the touchdown. There's a flag. No touchdown. They're going to remove it. Whoa, my God. Wow. They called it a touchdown. They called it a touchdown. That's a good flag pickup. That's Sirianni yelling, saying, you better pick that flag up. Ooh, mama. Wembenyama. Sirianni knew exactly what was up. Now you got to make this extra point. Otherwise, you have problems. Is it good? Because that looked a little scary now. The score is 13-7. Jake Elliott missed an extra point before. 4th and 2. Jalen Hurts. Play action. Or RPO rolling out. I don't even know what I just saw. Throw it to Dallas Goedert. I told you. My take about Dallas Goedert and the tight ends. Hey, Sarah. And the tight ends and Kevin Patullo and the play calling. That is one of my best takes ever. Where I said there's something, and I said that like a couple months, I said it like way early. But I made a whole video talking about the play calling with the tight ends and Kevin Patullo. And I said, lean into that more. What are you doing? It's clearly something you're comfortable with. Lean in it more. Lean into it more. And now they're leaning into it more. Now see if the defense keeps up. Buddy, do not be counting the Hurts takes yet. The game is so far from over. It's only 6-point game. Come on out. Beep, 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 beep. All right, let me see this now. That's why you still need the defense to continue to control the game for the Eagles. Force another 3 and out, keep swallowing up the run game. Allows the Eagles to play exactly how they want to continue to play. I mean, that's what it comes down to. If the defense continues to control the 49ers, then the Eagles get to do exactly. Zach Ertz is awesome. Zach Ertz with the ones catching the Super Bowl that they tried to act like it wasn't a catch, where he caught the ball and he went running and he like dove and hit his hands on the ground and the ball bounced in the air and he caught it. And they were trying to be like, oh, that's not a catch. Yeah, you got to worry if the Eagles keep the intensity and clever play calling for 60 minutes. Buddy, that's always a worry. That's why you need the defense to continue to be great. Hey, man, I'm the typo machine. Tank was great that drive. He's already got 3 for 20. Special teams. Let's go. What's your favorite show this year? Like TV show? Like sports show or like regular show? I know, right? Tank Bigsby's doing too good. We got to stop. The run game's working too well. We got to stop. 19 carries for 89 yards. Regular show, I got to think about it. I'm trying to think what I watched this year. Maybe Severance? Do you hear that crunch on that hit? Uh-oh. I think he's okay because he's putting his hands. I heard that crunch. What did he get hit, though? Everything else looks completely fine. Oh, he grabs the back of his... It's his Achilles. He grabbed the back of it right away. You want to talk about favorite players or players that I really like? I love George Kittle. That is a bummer. At this point, the fact that he grabbed his calf right away, have we ever seen anyone grab their calf and then just be totally fine and continue to play? Ugh. All right. What am I talking about here? Favorite show that I watched. I can't think of any right now. And I know there's definitely some good ones that I watched. Severance Season 2. What else did I watch? I'm just going to search TV shows to stream. What did I watch? The White Lotus. Was it good? Was there a season this past year? There was, wasn't there? 2025? Fallout. King of Queens. That's a great show. Yeah, Achilles tears are, it was like you pretty much like never saw it happen really. And now it's happening all the time. I do want to watch that show. I definitely plan on it. Oh, show is actually pretty good on Apple TV as well. Yeah, there is a new Fallout season. But the show with the golfing show, Stick or whatever, it's a pleasant show. It's like a lighthearted, oh, he's getting carted off. Ugh. That is such a bummer. They don't need to keep showing us a replay. Second and 4. Oh my God! Just like that, inside the 30. For 45 yards. Brock Purdy and Shanahan dealing. That was a great throw. And then a missed tackle. They absolutely needed that. And right now they're in field goal range automatically. Wow. Pick up 6 yards. Second and 4. Purdy is a top throw with anticipation. Great ball. Yeah, it was a great ball. No Kittle, no Pearsall. Eagles gotta rise to the occasion here, this defense. Third and 1. I heard Nick say Purdy isn't that good, and he's on TV, so he must be right. This is true. Well, he's at 134, 7 for 9. Third and 1. Fangio Shanahan. What's it going to be? Wow, he got hit for a loss. Are they going to kick a field goal here, or are they going for it? They're going for it. Fourth and 2. Fangio Shanahan. Timeout. The 49ers are calling the timeout. They got one timeout left now. This game really does show you the benefit of home field advantage, that's for sure. Kittle's not in right now, JCT. Are they kicking a field goal? Kicking now. They got 9 seconds left. They're trying to quickly get this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and he got it! All right, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. The score is 13-10. He learned by watching the rest of the games this weekend to understand, you know what? I'm going to kick the points. No, Kittle's done. He's done. It hurt the Panthers. It hurt the Packers. And it hurt the Jags. So far, every team that tried to be aggressive, it just burned them. So, because now it's just a 3-point game. Pressure back on Philly to do something. Now here we see Kittle in a commercial. Their run game was relentless. I don't know, but I'm excited for the Patriots-Chargers game. I'll be live streaming it. The Chargers are going to charge, and that's going to be a good thing. They're going to redefine what Chargers charging means. We get to see Drake May in his first ever playoff game, too. Why are they showing us Jake Elliott? Was this pregame they were showing us? It had to have been pregame, I assume, right? All right, 1st and 10. At the 35. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go. In the second quarter, Philadelphia has 3 timeouts. They're going to hand the ball off. Yes, they are. Don't discount that Chargers defense, Grover. Second and 4. Going to hand the ball off again. Nope. Jalen Hurts is letting it rip. Oh, my God. It hit him in the hands, and A.J. Brown is now grabbing his hamstring. Why are they going for that, though? He hit him. Look at this throw. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. I don't know why you're going for that right now. Now you can give the ball back to the 49ers. Now it's a false start. Wow. This is the stuff. Oh, buddy. I just think this is where we could talk about Kevin Patullo doing good, but then be like, what are you doing? Get the ball on the right side of the 2-minute warning. The runs have been great. There's no reason to take that deep shot at this part of the game. Oh my God, and then he dropped it again. Wow. Another amazing throw by Hurts. Wow. Wow. I think it hit an Eagle player. I thought it hit an Eagle player in the helmet. What is Sirianni and A.J. Brown yelling at each other now? What is that on the sideline? For what? Dialing up plays for him that he's dropping? Wow. If the 49ers score here, I'm telling you, I know what you're saying, Travis, but you got to be smarter. If the 49ers score here now in a spot where the Eagles should have had the ball on the other two side of the 2-minute warning, controlling with the timeout situation, but now they give the ball back in this situation. What game did you like more, Packers, Bears, or Bills, Jags? I think probably ultimately the Bills, Jags, because that game was competitive the whole time. It was an amazing comeback from the Bears, but there was a stretch where everybody was just kind of like checking out. Also, the back and forth, the Bills and the Jags, they tied the record for the most lead changes in the fourth quarter in playoff history. So there was like, crazy back and forth. I just think the run game had been working for you. You're gashing them. Take your chance down the field, maybe on the other side of the 2-minute warning. What is going on there, though? Tom Brady says it's good coaching. I mean, we have to watch the game. He's telling him to get off the field so he doesn't get the flag. You think that's what it was? Well, you just need a long-time offensive coordinator. He doesn't have to be the offensive head coach, but yes, offensive head coach is ideal for that situation. Oh, mama! Brock Purdy getting walloped. Jalen Carter, Phillips special. Ooh. Did the Eagles call timeout now? 3rd and 11. I was going to say Josh McDaniels, exactly. Third and 11. That's a free play. And he got the first down anyway. Robinson's having the best game of his life. Third and 11 goes for 15. Fangio's all fired up. That was dangerous pass. 1:02 to go, 2nd and 10. They're not really getting a lot of pressure on Purdy. Only 3 pressures. And they call their final timeout. Jennings, I think that was Jennings, looked furious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jennings was furious. Second and 10. Jennings in motion. Incomplete. They're throwing to Turner, who's coming up, hasn't caught a ball since 2021. Caught him from the practice squad right now. We got drops everywhere now. It has been a pretty wild playoff so far, that's for sure. Wow. But they got no timeouts. Throwing up to the back. Wow. 1st and 10. 38 seconds left. 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Why did they waste all that time? My clock was weird. It was skipping. Third and 5. Now the Eagles call timeout, right? Yeah, the Eagles got to call timeout. Well, none of this should even be happening because the Eagles should have been scoring. Thoughts at AJ yelling at Nick? I mean, I don't know what they were yelling about. Honestly. It's not my brand of having coaches be in the faces of players. Brady was like, oh, it's good coaching. It fires him up. I don't know. It all depends on the relationship. Third and 5. Brock Purdy is keeping it. He went out with 1 second left. Let's look at a replay. Brady called it a fumble. But the ball's out of bounds. So the clock keeps going. The half's over. It's over. There's no way. He clearly lost the ball before he's out of bounds. Nah, there's no way. What's going on? Well, how deep of a field goal was it going to be? Shanahan knows it. He's going to the back. Do you know how long of a field goal that would have been? It would have been a 43-yarder. That's it? Are you sure? No way. What's going on? No, it would have been like a 55-yarder or something. No, it would have been mid-50s from where it looked like Brock went out from. Depending on where the ball was then officially spotted because of the fumble or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, it would have been deep one. And I say... Dude, the Mahomes fans are so obsessed. It's so hilarious how desperately they want everyone else to get attention. There's this guy who's obsessed with Mahomes. And in my Josh Allen video, he goes, so Allen converting third downs, Shakur hauling in all his catches, and Yak. McDermott had his defense make plays when needed, and Joe Brady had wide receivers open his last 2 drives. They won't get mentioned. First off, the receivers open by Brady. That was Josh Allen calling the one play, buddy, in the most important play. Great game so far, KP. Let's not forget about the win, too, which is why I disagree with those other play calls. You were running the ball on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They could have just kept running the ball. Running the ball. Mark, it's called being a hypocrite. And I said, hey, yeah. Hello, Super. How you feeling about this game so far? I get why they're taking the shot, but I just don't think, I don't know. I'm listening to this now. Brady said it brings out the best in the player. Thank you, Too Fast. At least the Eagles are running it and running. Yeah, but then they stopped running it. Well, that's why it's funny that that's what they're bringing up. They want to emphasize the teammates yet. They didn't do that. That was a great throw by Purdy. Hey, he's the one that said it. Marley. Marilyn? Marley? What's your name? Marley? Marilyn? He's the one that said the comment. Look at that. Look at that. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you, Fire. 3 or 4 Mahomes fans in your comments basically have been saying to make sure you give credit to others who made plays during the game. Yeah, well, they made some plays, but in the biggest, most insane moments, Josh Allen did it. Another hamstring calf injury leads to an Achilles tear. Sad to see a Hall of Famer go out like that. Yep. JCT, so true. Listen, they'll yell at Jalen Hurts for having what does Jalen have right now? Let's see what Jalen's box score is. They'll be like, he didn't throw for 200 yards at the half. Be like, did you see the drops by AJ? Yeah, but he only threw 93 yards at the half. He could throw for like 170 at the half. All that arguing between AJ and Nick, we don't really know, actually. AJ dropped the ball. He dropped a pass, and Sirianni got on him like immediately. He went running down the sideline and got on him immediately. And there seems to be some debate whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see what these guys have to say about this game. About the Jags and the... Absolutely, Travis. If the Chargers win, then the Bills play the Texans or the Steelers to get to the AFC Championship game. I don't know, man. I'm still irked how that second half unfolded for the Eagles. When you look at, let me see. I mean, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 4 drives. The 49ers had 5. Eagles on that one drive went 6-yard run, incompletion, 5-yard penalty, incompletion. I just think you keep handing the ball off. You say, stop me. You say, stop me. Dude, nobody gives the players a lot of crap. Everyone rips Sirianni. But also, AJ's got to catch that ball. I mean, Tom Brady himself said it. You got to come down with that ball. You get paid a lot of money. You got to catch the ball. Well, Hurts gets ripped. That I agree with. That I totally agree with. Obviously, as you know. But not the other players in that. My pick to win the Super Bowl was the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders leading them to the Super Bowl. Didn't go well. They put in Shedeur too late. If they started him, he would have won the Super Bowl, but they were too late. I don't think anyone's disrespecting Devontae at all. And they're certainly not using numbers as a reference point. And they both had 1,000 yards this year. And last year. And the year before. And the year before that. Oh, he said Josh Allen has to step up and be big. He says no excuses. Then he does it, and then I didn't hear from him. Yeah, the injuries for the 49ers is insane. Which is why it would be there's no excuse for the Eagles to not win this game. Well, all these owners want domes because then they can have more events and make more money. So that's why all these owners now want domes, because you make way more money. Britton Covey takes it to the 30. All right. This is the second half. This is what it all comes down to for the Philadelphia Eagles. What do you got? You had the first half. Now it's the second half. Wow, that line of scrimmage won immediately. And he went nowhere. Third and 3. The coat has warmed up to me. I want it now. Probably costs a lot of money. She's not getting it. Saquon Barkley with the drop pass. Now Devontae looks banged up. No, he looks like he pulled something or hurt something. How has there been no designed runs for Hurts at all? Wow, that was an unbelievable punt. I'm a punting enthusiast, Kevin. All right, defense now. Defense versus the 49ers. 49ers on offense. Kyle Shanahan, Fangio. Round 2. You guys talking about chicken? KFC tenders are underrated. KFC, baby. Was there a KFC commercial or something? Alrighty. They're at their 5. Oh, Brock Purdy using his legs. Wow. Brock Purdy's playing good this game. 2nd and 4. Purdy is using his legs more than Hurts here. He's got 3 rush yards for 16 yards. Oh! How are you not calling the play dead already? Now there's a flag. Holding? Unnecessary roughness? What? Oh my goodness. And that had nothing to do with the play at all. Should have been 3rd and like 2. '49ers have no penalties. The Eagles have 3 for 15. I mean, Josh Allen kept moving forward. That was the difference. That's behind, maybe. Well, it was definitely an incomplete. It was a forward pass. Always pick the ball up no matter what. Yeah, it's a forward pass. Definitely a forward pass. Definitely incomplete. They call a timeout. Wow. They already used their timeout. Well, they said it's an interesting philosophy. This is where I want to hear Tom Brady's perspective because that matters. Tom, you tell me in that moment, would you call a timeout or would you say no? That's where I want Tom Brady's opinion. Not about what it was like throwing balls to Gronk in Buffalo in the rain. But maybe Tom Brady's like, no, this is what you do. And people always think that it's a bad idea, but it's actually a good idea because of blank. Well, you tell me that, Tom. Your opinion matters a lot more than mine and Kevin's. Yeah, but maybe Tom Brady has like a rule of thumb that he doesn't call timeouts in that position when he's in his own 20 with, 10 or more minutes to go in the third. Purdy's been thinking a lot. Joseph? Where? Hey, Joe, what do you know? Oh. Fair. Well, Shanahan wasn't running down the field calling a timeout. But that's also, Shanahan is also going to tell him, I don't want you calling timeouts in these situations or not. That's why I'm just curious how he's coached. The Sirianni Brown sideline tiff. It's pretty interesting. Everyone's got very strong different opinions about it. It's not my favorite. Joseph, I'm not sure which Joseph. I have to. In my most recent Bills video? Second and 10. Wow. Good throw and good catch. He was taunting. I can't believe they did not throw a flag there. And they're not getting any pressure on Purdy. But look at Robinson taunt. I'm not going to show the replay. But Purdy does have all day, which is bizarre. Incomplete. Trying to go back to Robinson. He keeps taunting. He keeps jawing at the sideline. How are they not doing anything about this? He should have gotten a taunting call the last play for sure. Purdy's having trouble hearing the plays right now. The play clock is 9, 8. They're not in the huddle now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Call the hike. Hand off to McCaffrey. Wow. That's unbelievable. How did that just happen? Ooh. Now it's 3rd and 1. Purdy got it easy. That is as easy of a QB sneak as it gets. Crover, you're a little behind, buddy. Oh my goodness gracious! Quinn, you finally got some pressure on him. Tom Brady saw it the whole way. Wow. Let me see this again. Oh, yeah, see, you made things uncomfortable for Purdy right away. He makes the decision. Mitchell was like, I got it. Wow. Now they're at like the 50. Now the Eagles gotta keep going. They gotta score. They can't have another 3 and out. Travis, do you think you see more of that now, where the D line doesn't they don't mind as much just pushing the O line back into the quarterback? I feel like in years past they tried less of doing, like, that technique was used less, and it was more about trying to just really get pot by him. Now it feels like there's more of a trend to be like, we're okay not getting by you. We're just going to keep trying to collapse the pocket and just we'll push the offensive line into their quarterback, and we're better with that. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm just curious if if it's taught differently now for what you're going for. Because I just feel like I see that trend way more in the NFL now, and I just wonder if there's been like a philosophy shift for pass rush. Hello, Mac. I'm interested to see what the Eagles have to have a big drive this drive, Dave. When do you think that trend started to change more and be more aggressive about it with the D line? Oh yeah, Purdy had him wide. His eyes were already in the wrong direction. Oh, look at that. You can't get any more wide open than that, Jennings. Hello, Courtney. How are you? And a throwaway. And just like that, 2nd and 10. The Eagles cannot go cold here. You get an awesome field position. It's 13-10. Well, at least Devontae's okay. I told you about the design runs. What did I tell you? Oh, and there's a flag. And it's coming back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2nd and 20 now. Wow. I mean, I don't know. They do that. It's like every single time, man. I don't know about that one, man. Nothing does bother Hurts. But they just took away a big game from Hurts there. Now it's 2nd and 18. And now it's 3rd and long. And now they're getting boos. Kevin Patullo is not making it to Sunday night. That is bad football. He did get a completed pass. It's true. He would have had multiple ones, but that one was dropped. I mean, they had the ball at the 50 on that interception. And they went backwards. I mean, that's you just can't have that, man. You just can't. The Eagles lose. My whole post-game video will be like, you deserve to lose every single game throughout the course of the entire season. Yeah, that's fair, Travis. I can see that. In terms of with the penalty. It's just these things always seem to happen for them. And getting the ball at the 50 and going backwards in a playoff game against a decimated Bears defense, decimated 49ers defense. It's just, you gotta be more opportunistic. You gotta take advantage. It's a crazy windy game. And the 49ers at their 20. Hand off to Christian McCaffrey, who gets about a yard. I think the Rams are the scariest because of coaching. Look at that. You get the pressure on Purdy, and things look different. Now it's 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Wow, 3 and out. This is what I'm saying. The defense is giving you opportunities. They're forcing turnovers, forcing 3 and outs. The score can't be 13-10, especially against a bad defense. You gonna get a blocked punt? Nope. And now you got another ball at the 45-yard line. Like, you gotta score a touchdown here, not even a field goal. You gotta go up 2 scores. So now, Travis, what do you think they're gonna do here? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, Philly? What's it gonna be? Are you gonna take control of the game or not? Yes or no? Look at Tom Brady explaining how to throw the ball in the wind. It is whipping out there. All right. They're at the 46-yard line. Let's see what he got. And a loss. Now it is 2nd and long behind the chains. The first 3 drives, 33 plays, 177 yards. The last 3, 10 plays, 4 yards. Oh, he just got tackled. Now it's 3rd and short. That was a nice little play call. Get the tempo going like Brady's saying, and they are. They got it. Wow. Yeah, get back on the ball. Hand the ball off again now. Let the O-line get to work. Tom Brady keeps saying it's going so slow. And Tank Bigsby now on a 1st and 10 goes backwards. Now it's 2nd and 11, maybe 2nd and 10. Oh, he grabbed his mouth guard. And maybe a face mask. 2nd and 11. Oh, could not make him miss. Wow. He needed to make him miss. He needed to break his ankles. Oh. That was a good tackle. Now it's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Oh, he got that 1st down. They were 0 for their last 6, but now they got it. You got the 49ers defense on their heels. More handoffs, more screens. Second and 10. Do they get a lot of positive yards on the 1st down? 2nd and 10. Hey, it's better than 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 12 or 2nd and 13 like it's been. Oh my God, but now they still went backwards. Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, he got met immediately. 3rd and 13. I don't know if it's 4 downs. You might just kick the field goal. Especially if it's 3rd and 13 right now. He went down immediately. Jalen was like, there's nowhere for me to go. If he made the extra point, it would be to go up by 7. It should be a 7-point game, but now it's not. That's where this is going to be interesting. Now the defense just has to keep continuing to be great. You know? Oh, I agree, Kendrick. I'm not telling him to take a hit. But the defense needs to continue to be great. I mean, it's right now this game is won by the defense. If the defense continues to do the job, the Eagles win. If not, things get dicey quick. Luckily, their defense is great because I see them struggling to put up 20 points per game. Well, they're at 16, baby. He's at the 33 now. Who will take home this year's biggest awards? Thursday, February 5th on NBC and NFL Network. The National Football League Honors. It's pretty exciting. This feels like the night game. 16-10. What do the Eagles have in store for the 49ers? This is Shanahan and Fangio again. Purdy's got all day long and more room to run. Wow. And just like that, they're at the 40. As he muscles up. Wow. Wide open. And then gets another 20 yards in yak. Then Christian McCaffrey slithers on through for like 7 yards. It's a good hit by Blankenship. Juszczyk just being a freight train. Oh, wow. He was just short, but it should have been a tackle for a loss. Third and 1. Is it 4 down territory here? Oh, that second push. And now we're going to the fourth quarter at the 30. 49ers with the ball down by 6. Hello, Sarah. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. I've been streaming since yesterday. Still have a whole nother game left after this. Alrighty, the Philadelphia Eagles have dominated the time of possession, 28-17. And yet, it's not even, the game is still only a 6-point game. First and 10. Oh, we got some trickery. Wow. There's a flag. First personal foul, roughing the passer. Wow. Why did no one stay with Christian McCaffrey? That's a heck of a catch by McCaffrey. Wow. Now it's 16-16, and now they're down all because of that extra point. We knew that play call, that extra point was going to hurt them. Now they're down by 1 in the fourth quarter. (17-16). Now all the pressure's on that Eagles offense. Oh, how did they call roughing the passer? That is such nonsense. The Bears have Ben Johnson as their play caller. There's a little bit of a difference. KP has not been doing that. I promise you that. Sirianni's like, what just happened? Alrighty. It's crazy that it should still be a tie game. Now Jalen Hurts takes the field. Purdy elevating his team. He didn't throw the touchdown pass, dude. That was a trick play. Oh! And there's a flag. Oh my gosh! Holding! Wow. Well, why is Cooper in that situation? Those are massively costly penalties. Now it's, instead of 1st and 10, it is 2nd and 20. First and 20, I mean, yeah. What'd I say, 2nd and 20? 1st and 20. And drop by Goddard. 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20. Now it's 3rd and 12. 3rd and 13. Wow. Jalen Hurts flushed out immediately and nowhere to go with the ball. Any chance McDaniel comes to the Eagles as OC? If he wants to be the offensive coordinator, I could see Jeffrey Lurie saying, "We will pay you all the money in the world." All right. Here we go. I like Brady. Did I say Josh McDaniels? I meant to say Mike McDaniel. The day Patullo is fired, I'm throwing a full party. Who's with me? They'll have a parade. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't make a change mid-season. Okie 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, 49ers at their own 31-yard line. Wide open as Juszczyk rolls in for a first down. I keep yawning, man. I've been streaming since yesterday. Ooh. Big hit. Is Jalen Carter hurt now? Or who is that? No, not Carter. Davis. Well, that's not good. Whoa! Did he catch it? I don't know if did he actually catch that? Oh, he definitely catch that. Caught that. Catch that. Wow. 2 interceptions. He definitely held on to that, and he was touched right away. So now where are they on the field? This defense, Mitchell, I mean, unbelievable. Wow. The Eagles certainly need it. Where are they on the field? They're probably not. They're probably on their own side, right? Yeah. Yeah, the offense has to do something, anything positive. Wow. I mean, I don't know if it's that incredible that they're winning, honestly, because it's just the Eagles' ineptitudes. Oh, late hit! Flag! Finally, they caught it! Absolutely. Absolutely. Just a bit late. Oh, and he hits him with the helmet, too. He went in the head and neck area. That was the first 49ers flag. First and 10. Now where are they? Well, they're at the 36. Oh, Saquon Barkley. First down. Saquon. But Buddy, they got to get into the end zone before you start talking about them going for 2. This is the Philadelphia Eagles here. Can you stop, Tom? If you don't stop saying everything before it all happens, I'm going to silence you. I'm telling you right now. If you don't stop spamming and you don't stop doing what you're doing, I've shown nothing but patience to you throughout this entire time. Now Tank going in. Ooh, he got sandwiched. Good thing he held that ball on. Second and 9. At the 21. Now it is Bigsby. They really are taking their time at the line of scrimmage here. Well, let me see what AJ Brown's coverage on the 101. Third and 9. Oh my God. Now it's 4th and short. Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. They're kicking the field goal. Absolutely take the lead. And he made it. Cooper DeJean, he does need 3. He does need a 3rd pick. You should still be up by 20 or 20 to 17. Now it's all up to Fangio and the Eagles defense again. Wow, man. Oh, this game. Every single game, you realize every single game has just been wire to wire insanity. Unbelievable. Weird game from the Eagles. This is exactly how the Eagles always play. This is literally a textbook Philadelphia Eagles game. The Eagles should be up like 28-14. But instead, the score is 19-17. All right. Yeah, as Brady said, the Eagles haven't done anything to capitalize. Now you got the 49ers. Their offense has actually been good if it wasn't for one bad decision and really just a couple bad decisions, but the plays are there. Now it's getting chippy. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left. How are you feeling about the Rams next week, potentially? Hold on, Davis? Is he not even in the game now? Well, what's going on with Davis? He is not in right now. That's good. Wow. Picks up 5. 2nd and 5. A cramp? I don't know. Second and 5. Defense, you need to rise to the occasion. Fangio, you need to rise to the occasion. 49ers, Shanahan, you need to rise to the occasion. Wow. Brock Purdy rose to the occasion. He was sneaky. Did he get the first? They gave him the first down? Yeah, 1st and 10. Oh, does that Phillips that he got by? Yeah. First and 10. Wow. He is just doing whatever he wants. Robinson just doing what he wants right now. Thank you, Rise. I appreciate it. I mean, they're practically in field goal range. Oh, wow. Now they got through. Where was that earlier on in the game? It's tough to watch, but yet they want to keep showing us Kittle injured. 2nd and 10. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Christian McCaffrey back in the game. Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey with the move. Wow. Picks up 11. Wow. Now back to 1st and 10, and they're definitely in field goal range now. Five minutes to go at the 30. Christian McCaffrey spins. Second and 6. Second and 6. Eagles need to stop here for sure. Otherwise, things get real dicey with the play clock. Wow. Is there a flag? There's a flag. On Tonjes, on the defense, on the offense. Or are they saying it was holding him? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. A needless penalty is indeed. They're in field goal range, obviously. I mean, at this point, you just want the the Eagles just want the 49ers to score. Now it's 1st and goal, 4 minutes. Now Davis is back in there. I mean, now the only Eagles' chance is forcing a turnover. Oh, yeah. That was nice and behind Juszczyk. That was a great catch. Well, they're gonna go for the field goal if the 49ers. Wow. 3rd and goal. Ooh. That was a nice throw. That was a great throw. That was tight. 3rd and goal. At the 4-yard line. Wow. Great play, Brock Purdy using his legs. Wow. Now the score is 23-19. That's a 4-point game, and then they score, that would be 5 points. Wow. Someone on the Eagles defense was just about to hit. No, never mind. This extra point doesn't matter. Wow, he missed it. But if the Eagles made their extra point before, then it would only be a 3-point game. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Because now the Eagles, 4-down territory, need a touchdown. Oh, he almost got him. Oh, my God. Well, now it's up to the Eagles. They got the time. They got the timeouts. They're on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Can the Eagles take back the lead? Put it this way. It's not a bet that I would make. Then we got the one more game tonight. The Chargers versus the Patriots. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? So you can hear me. Lots of people are saying you can't hear me. Other people are saying it is. Jalen Hurts. Wow. Well, it seems like some people can hear, some people can't. The Eagles are trying to quickly go 3 and out before the 2-minute warning so then they can punt the ball and then use their timeouts on defense. Oh, he dropped it! A.J. Brown just dropped it! He had him! Wow! Jalen Hurts throws a perfect ball. A.J. Brown just drops it. Wow. Do they punt here and call timeouts? What do they do here? Wow! Oh my goodness gracious. Jalen Hurts. Oh, they're not getting the playoff now. Wow. Show us a replay of the Goddard catch. Wow. He almost slipped that tackle, too. Unbelievable. Nobody could blame Jalen Hurts for the Eagles' loss today. Nobody. Jalen Hurts hasn't done a single thing wrong. Even his one run got called back. AJ's dropping multiple balls. Saquon's dropping balls. This is the Bills-Jags ending, but listen, as much as I have issues with Brady, he's better than Kevin Patullo. That's for sure. They cut ties with AJ. That's what you think? I don't know. I'd like to see Mike McDaniel with AJ Brown. Well, the Eagles as a whole have like 5+ drops. I think they got like 6 drops. JCT said earlier that there was 5, and that was before that last AJ Brown one. So that's at least 6. Nobody wants Matt Nagy. Ooh, he slips that tackle. He's going. Well, Brock Purdy has thrown 2 interceptions. But he's made some plays for sure. And the clock stops. One minute, 53 seconds to go. 1st and 10. This is getting crazy, guys. This is getting crazy. Oh, he just almost got by. He did make a shoestring tackle. 2nd and 11. It was for a loss. Unbelievable. 3rd and 11 now. 3rd and 11. 48 seconds left. Wow. Ugh. They just can't come down with the plays. Now it's 4th and 11. They could have also ran the ball. They have 3 timeouts. I don't know why they could have done other interesting plays, ran the ball. They had 3 timeouts. I don't think it's really that crazy of a second half. I think it's pretty much the same. Fourth and 11 is not very good. Oh, crap. I got to get ready to make my video. I keep doing this. That is the game. That is the game. Hold on. I gotta. Now Tom Bad won't be worried about anyone. Let's go. Oh, hold on. I gotta get my victory formation. Okay. Now I gotta get. Hold on. The Philadelphia Eagles fall to the San Francisco 49ers 23-19. Man, you could look at this game in multiple ways. You could be like, oh, the 49ers really stepped up. That, they deserved it. They didn't. And listen, some of that will definitely be true. But the reality is Brock Purdy made some really nice plays. But then he also threw 2 interceptions and was hardly his best game. You're looking at it from the Philadelphia Eagles perspective. Your defense showed up. Your O-line showed up. Your run game showed up. And your receivers could not catch the ball. They had 7 drops. 7 drops. And then another absolute awful second half. There was multiple times. And you missed a field goal or the extra point, which had massive consequences in this game because you were in field goal range, so that would have been able to tie it up right then and there. So just in a lot of ways, it was like everything that was wrong with the Philadelphia Eagles is what came back to get them. That's ultimately what came back and got them. Everything that they had wrong throughout the course of the season ultimately came back for them. Even someone like a Tank Bigsby, who was actually having a pretty good game, he gets the ball 4 times. 4 times. I mean, they had a couple successes on on a designed run for Jalen Hurts, and then they were like, let's not really do it at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, let me bring up this. Oh, my phone. Okay. Let me bring up. Let's look at the Bills. We see in this game, Josh Allen, 11 carries. Trevor Lawrence, 6 carries. Jalen Hurts can't have less carries than Trevor Lawrence. I just don't see how you can do this. You even have some creative play calling in the run game with Dallas Goedert. You saw it once and you never saw it again. I just, and again, this is one of those interesting games because Kevin Patullo did have guys open and the players weren't making the plays, but also everything is still so much more difficult. When you're looking at the Bills game, the Jags game, the Bills, the Jags, the Bears, the Packers, the Rams, you see guys open with such regularity, and they just weren't here. Even in a game like this where the rushing attack is working, double, triple down on it. To end the first half, they were in a position where they should have been able to score again there, and they didn't. Those plays matter. They take a deep shot, and I don't know why. Now you give the ball back to the 49ers, and quite frankly, the defense bailed you out, and Brock Purdy just fumbling the ball and not giving up, not getting off that field goal. That would have had even, worse consequences. But it's just, even you hear Tom Brady talk about the whole time, they're taking too long to get to the line of scrimmage. They got to use tempo, etc., etc. And you just look at this offense and you're just like, even when some of the guys are schemed open, even when some of the plays are there, it still looks completely disjointed. It never looked smooth. Did the Eagles ever look like they were the defending Super Bowl champions? They did not. And then again, the defense was great. And the 49ers, Brock Purdy, again, it's like, I don't know how you make sense of a game like this. He was 18 for 31, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and an 80.3 passer rating. But he also made some really beautiful plays also. But the Eagles never made him truly pay for his mistakes. And so if the Eagles actually made the 49ers pay for those mistakes, even though Brock Purdy made some of those plays, you'd be like, yeah, that's great, but it's a little too late. And so the Eagles just allowed it again and again and again. But the defense held Christian McCaffrey to 15 carries for 48 yards. Brock Purdy, 9 carries for 24 yards. That's also my point. Brock Purdy had more carries with his legs than Jalen Hurts. You just can't have that. You just simply can't have that. It makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, I want to go to this game now. How was the carries for this one right here? Matthew Stafford had 2 carries. There you go. Bryce Young, 3. And I wonder what Caleb Williams had. Caleb had 4. I just think Jalen Hurts needs to be more used in a creative way in the run game. And that just doesn't seem like they ever really leveraged any of that. But 49ers deserve a lot of credit here. But listen, I really think this is really all about the Philadelphia Eagles just fundamentally being a flawed team, really poor coaching throughout the whole course of the season. And again, it's just like even just the management of this game, the players didn't really seem engaged and ready to play and come up with big plays. I mean, we can say A.J. Brown drop some passes, which he did, but when do you ever get A.J. Brown a layup? When do you ever get Devontae a layup? When do you ever get Dallas Goedert the layup? I guess Goedert is the one that kind of gets some layups, and he gets the touchdowns. Go figure. But even in that clip, which I won't play you now, but Tom Brady talks about that a great OC consistently gets his quarterback layups. Layups, layups, layups. And I'm just like, how many layups are you really getting here? How many layups are you really getting here? Not a lot, but this was this loss to me makes so much sense for the Philadelphia Eagles. It really does. It really, really does. Throughout the whole course of that game, you're just, where would you ever feel confident with the Philadelphia Eagles? And even when they had the ball back inside 2-minute, inside the 2-minute warning, you're like, in many other situations with the other teams, if I was watching the Bears have the ball, if I'm watching the Bills have the ball, if I'm watching Stafford, if I'm watching the Panthers have the ball, you're like, oh, I feel pretty good about this. Feel pretty good about this. With the Eagles, there was 0 sense. They had three timeouts. That was a time to kind of catch the defense off, on their toes, and you could still run the ball. You have 3 timeouts. Like, there's other creative things that you could potentially do in those moments, and they just didn't. And they simply just did not. I mean, halftime, or in the second half, excuse me. Go over here. I mean, you start the third quarter. First off, it started to go downhill in the second to last, in the last drive of the second quarter. 3 plays, 1 yard, punt. 3 plays, 7 yards, punt. 4 plays, -4 yards, punt. 10 plays, 23 yards, and a field goal. 3 plays, -3 yards, punt. Then you had a decent drive, 8 plays for 47. Field goal, 10 plays, 44 yards, downs. The real question is who do the Philadelphia Eagles fire and who do they hire? Because the coaching pool right now is through the roof. The coaching pool is through the roof. Harbaugh, Stefanski, McDaniel, Brian Daboll, maybe Matt LaFleur. I mean, it's kind of endless at this point. I'm sure I'm missing lots of other people. You're not going to go defensively because you have Fangio, so you're really only looking for the offensive mind, whether they're going to make a move. And I don't think they're going to move at a head coach, but because they'll definitely use the coordinator as more of the main focal point. But yeah, so this was a really bad loss by the Philadelphia Eagles. A really, really, really bad loss. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. And I think it falls on the shoulders, again, it falls on the shoulders a little bit of everyone this one, honestly. Except for Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts in this game, and Tank Bigsby. They showed up in this game more than anyone else. But Devontae with some drops, Dallas with some drops, AJ with some drops. Everybody was involved in the drops. O-line stepped up. O-line had a bad hold that took away a big gain. But for the most part, they were protecting Jalen. Jalen had a lot of time in the pocket. 49ers win. Philadelphia Eagles lose. Now we have the Rams and the Bears, and now the 49ers get the rematch against the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be fascinating. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the San Francisco 49ers taking down the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time. That's the video. All right, now, hold on. Buddy, Jalen Hurts was making unbelievable throws that were literally dropped. I know you have this obsession with hating Jalen Hurts, which quite frankly is a little weird, which is why I made a whole video about it. But I mean, don't really know what you think Jalen Hurts wanted to do. Sure, bud, sure. Hold on, I gotta upload the video and get the thumbnail. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. Oh, Calcaterra was there. You wouldn't have known. Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy. All right, hold on. Hold on. Philadelphia Eagles collapse. All right, I'm almost done. Give me one more second. I don't think A.J. Brown was dropping balls on purpose. One more second. So close. Oh, I'm going to have to exit out of this stream and then create a new one. Is this published? Yes. Hold on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, Kevin Patullo is definitely getting fired. Almost done. The top 3 reasons for the loss, the drops, coaching. That's it. Coaching and drops. One more second. Why can't I find this? Okay. I got to exit out of this stream because then I got to go open up the other one to do for the Patriots and the Chargers. So I'll be right back. I'm exiting out and I'm coming back in to create a new stream.